Hello YouTubers, my name is PidTMS and welcome to another episode of my Total War Warhammer 2 Let's Play with Malus Darkblade in the Mortal Empires campaign. I appreciate the fact that you're watching my video and I hope that you find it entertaining. If you do in fact like what you see, consider subscribing as I intend to regularly make content for this series. If you're enjoying the content, feel free to click the like button or leave a comment. Today we pick up where we left off last time in our war against the dwarves of Karak Azul. They threw us a bit of a curveball last time with a 20-stack army they dropped in Ash Ridge Mountains. We also have a bit of a cash flow issue and an impending revolt at the Fortress of Vorag. So sit back, keep your fingers crossed that Malus Darkblade can make it through this episode in one piece. So at the conclusion of the last episode, I neglected to actually hit the end turn button. So we're going to start this episode with an end turn sequence. Deathmatch or Snitch.
No power in creation will stop me.
Kind of think that, yeah, they want military access to be able to get around from where they're in their position up here. So I think actually making this non-aggression pact with them may have been a bit of a mistake, considering they're not as strong as we are. But I'm gonna withhold military access from them. I think just make them have to run around, maybe, or they'll have to trespass, one or the other. Now I can't see what the dwarfs are doing up there, but at this point I think I'm going to have to pause in my attempts to take over Ash Ridge Mountains, because I'm going to have to deal with this public order issue down here. So it looks like 3 turns or so we're going to have a rebellion, and we need to shore up some issues down here. Now, the main issue that I'm kind of running into at the moment is I can't really build up my forces because my economy isn't good enough to sustain a full stack army and developing these cities. So I hope that spending a little bit of time shoring up some of the economy items down here will be fruitful. So I'm going to put this on hold for just a little bit and deal with this public order issue, and then hopefully get back up there. And I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to have to deal with Snitch here soon because the corruption problem is going to really plague us. So no pun intended there. So with that being said, I think for the time being, I'm pending if dwarves come down here. I don't really have much in my armor that can deal with their armor, except for dark shards. So what I'm going to do is move Malus in range of Admiral Leech, and that should give me access to a couple of dark shards to fill out my army. Now, the dwarves are going to be the only ones that I have to really worry about as far as armor goes. Obviously, I have a treaty with the Skaven, so I think having 6 dark shards in my army typically would not be something I would want to do, but in this case, it's kind of necessary to be able to punch through their armor. So that being said, it's going to drop our income a little bit, and we don't really have much of anything we can do there. This, because we're in an unpleasant climate, the construction time is 50% longer than it is in our home territory. So that's a bit of a downer, and it's making this take longer than I would like. Over on this end, we do have some surplus population. However, again, we have some treasury issues, and that's going to inhibit that. So I don't think, this is only a 50 gold increase. It's really not worth it at this point to upgrade that, and I don't think we necessarily need walls in that settlement for now. We're kind of isolated over in this corner. So I think for now we're just going to add a couple of units here, and then we probably next turn we'll just not that I'm thrilled about doing it, but raid our own territory to spawn this revolt and get that moving. May let it fester for a couple of turns, just to build up a little bit, so we can gain some slaves. That's definitely going to help our economy. Oh, it looks like Malekith's in rough shape a little bit, which I may end up turning this off, just so I don't have to see it. Specifically, just Harkonneth. Ooh, a sporting chance. Our recruitment cost is -20 for units I can't get yet. And the melee attack is +15 for Cold One Knights and Cold One Dread Knights and Cold One Chariots. So I do have a unit of them, so that's at least useful.
Shut up, demon!
Alright, looks like our master ranked up, and I think I will opt for this because, again, melee attack seems to be where that character was lacking, and then the extra weapon strength is never a bad thing. So that being said, looks like I have a rebellion in 2 turns. So what I'm actually going to do is just have these guys raid, and that should spawn the rebellion in 1 turn. Again, don't like to raid my own territory, but in this case, I don't want to waste the turns. This I really want to upgrade this to a dark tower, but the cash flow is just such an issue.
I grow weary.
And this guy doesn't really need, Malus doesn't need to move at this point. Settlement upgrade, we're not going to do research. I think we're going to pick up the public order. Exploit feuds. Technology and imminent rebellion. Yes, that we're aware of. Okay, so I think next turn we'll get a rebellion. We'll be able to turn this off as far as raiding goes, and then we'll be able to, like I said, I think I want to let the rebellion grow. Once it'll definitely help with the public order issues, and we'll probably get more slaves out of the deal too. So definitely advantageous there. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to have to worry about being allied with Nagaron for too much longer. Hopefully we can peace out with Harkonneth. That's curious because it was a different lord in here before, so I don't know if they got killed or if that's a 3rd army. I would hope not. Alright, Malus. We can get Driftmaster, which is good because, again, we're... Actually, you know what we may want to do? If we can get the Slumber at this point, and then this, we should be able to get with the next level, which is... we'll be able to get replenishment upgrade in 2 turns this way as opposed to 1... well, we can get this in 2 turns, but the amount of replenishment for this is considerably less than supernatural tissue. So I think that's the better way to go. So I'm going to opt to go to the Slumber first. For Malus. And It's a relatively small army. I'm going to move myself in here just to position myself in between the two, though.
My mind wanders.
And I'm going to let this grow for one more turn. I think after one more turn, we'll have enough saved up that we can upgrade this with, and still have a little bit of money left just in case. Again, you know about that. So I am curious what's going to happen here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Malekith is not going to be a useful ally for much longer. Ooh, what did I do? Oh, this just expired. Okay. Right? Yeah.
The price of failure is high.
So I should be able to get this one, which will give us some more slaves, which is definitely a bonus. So Malus is completely possessed by Zarkan at the moment. So after this battle, we won't be able to replenish. So, oh, that got taken over. That's interesting. So it looks like I may end up having to break my pact with Snitch even earlier because this got taken over. That might be I mean, in the short term, it'll stink, but you know, we don't have any allies over here anyway, or we probably won't be able to make any anytime soon. So breaking our word probably won't be the worst thing, and it's, you know, Dark Elves. So that being said, we're going to just go and take this on. It's not a slam dunk, so we'll definitely fight this out. And we'll add, this is -8 leadership. I'm going to actually give that to probably the Cold One Knights, just because they cause fear. So they might be able to help in routing some enemies there. Alright, so this doesn't look too bad. It's mostly what, goblin infantry. I think we'll be alright.
Rise up, warriors!
The wolf cavalry might be a little bit of a pest, but I think we should be all right. So what we're gonna do is get these guys out. I'm gonna try and limit their cavalry options here and spread us that way. Oops, missed some of these. Thought that was a shorter line than I anticipated. So I will put us like that, and we will shoot the dickens out of them with our dark shards. These guys can lead the charge. And then we will I think we will keep these on multi-shot. Now, they do have a catapult, which is right here. And I think they can shoot us right off the bat. So I may actually move these guys up.
Dark elves.
And then I will target their catapult right away. Possibly even the wolf riders. That might even be a better idea. And then maybe I can swoop in with the chariot to grab their catapult. And then I'll leave these cold ones out here on the flanks.
Battle ready. Eager for battle.
Alright, I think that's good. We've got our bombardment, and I will
Dread spears.
move these. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot the Medusa.
Cold ones.
She's kind of facing the wrong direction. Alright. Alright, that being said, with the exception of
Dread spears.
these guys, we'll
Nagarothi.
move up right away.
We understand.
And then these,
Bolt throwers.
well, looks like they moved them out of the way.
Slay them.
Looks like they're actually shooting at the bolt throwers instead of the, or at the rock lobber instead of the units, which may want to switch that if that's the case.
Orders understood.
Actually, you know what?
Once.
I'm going to switch these over here.
No mercy.
They're a bit more of a threat. Alright, pull the chariots back out.
Adepts. Die, scum. Fulfilling.
These are fast shooting cavalry, which
Cold ones.
I'm never good at trying to figure out. These guys, I think
Onwards to murder.
we will shoot right in and then
Understood.
pull them out. And these guys are getting stuck in, which is not what I wanted.
Onward. We are ready. Merciless warriors. Glorious destruction. Attack! Darkblade.
Where is... oh, there it is.
It will be murder. Slaughter. No quarter.
I do have an awful lot of archery missile units, so definitely was not anticipating that.
Dealers in death. Slay them. It is done. Hack, cut. Relentless. Chariots. Attack.
See if I can use them to
Battle ready. Without question.
keep these guys running.
Rookie. Attack. By Cain. Darkblade. Ready. We bring suffering.
Now, why would these guys stop? Yeah, I don't know. That's probably not the greatest matchup. Nuts. Completely missed with that guy. I'm gonna bring these guys over and then see if I can't get our chariot to chase these guys down.
Eager for battle.
Malus is chasing that guy off, and
What now?
he is chasing them, which is fine for the most part.
Cold-blooded killers. Battle ready. Cold-blooded killers. Kill them.
These guys are just trading, which
Eager for battle. By curve.
probably a better use of them.
Slaughter them. Corsairs. Make them bleed. Slash kill. Cold-blooded killers. Chariots. Hack. Cut. Darkblade. Suffering for all.
That should be it. Alright, very good. Nothing too bad, all things considered. Only lost 207 troops, which is good. And who did the bulk of the work? Medusa got 90 kills. It's probably pretty good. The bolt throwers did their work. The chariot did well too. So good, not bad, not bad. Got another 361 slaves, and I will definitely take unit replenishment, considering Malus's issues with replenishment. And got some gold out of the deal. All good. These guys are a little worse for wear, so let's go see if we can't squash them. And I believe, yeah, at this point, we're just going to auto-resolve that one.
Put the slave masters to work. Yes.
All right, so definitely a boon to our slave count, which is much needed as far as our economy goes. Malus got a level out of the deal, so can definitely get this, which is very, very welcome. And this guy will take Foe Seeker, just move him down this chain. Actually, you know what? I may finish off training.
Elation in victory.
So oddly, okay, so Malus is replenishing, but no one else is. Now I thought his, yeah, it's for the, his replenishment rate should be for the entire army, so it's plus 30 here. And in this state, he is minus 50, so he's still minus 20 overall. Local effects is, they're close to this guy. So it's interesting. I'm curious if his skill won't take effect until next round. But what I will do is I think I might hang tight. See if moving him into a city will bridge the gap.
Into the stronghold.
Yeah, not so much, but well, we'll see. We'll give it one turn, see if it makes a difference. These guys are plus 7 finally, which is good. And you definitely can get a torture post, which very much needed in this province. Which
Do not vex us further.
our income is better. isn't bad, although now we have this due to slaves. Too many slaves, so I think we're going to switch this over to public order. That should level that out for now. And that being said, I think I'm going to bite the bullet and upgrade this, which consumes all of our money, but I think that puts us in good shape. Curious if
What?
Karakazul, yeah, they definitely lost that. I mean, obviously it's a ruin. And their strength is way down, so I'm wondering if Snitch went up there. Yeah, and they're quite content to peace out with me, so if I'm gonna end up backstabbing Snitch, I probably won't get this opportunity again, so I think I am going to peace out with the dwarves. And then
Shadow Walker.
yeah, this is deteriorating anyway. Apparently I trespassed against them. Yeah, I think this is the way to go, so just gonna bug them. Any entry short after signing is considered an act of treachery. Yeah, well, if that's the case, I'll just wait. Because I'll probably end up stabbing them in the back anyway, so I guess it really won't matter, so I'll hold off for now. Alright, not bad. I think we will end this turn and then set our sights on Ash Ridge Mountains.
Things may get unpleasant for you here.
Yeah, I'm pretty much okay with that. I'm lucky it's not going to go the distance anyway. Which if they take over, which they did take over Nagron, if I can form an alliance with them, that's fine.
I will not succumb.
Yeah, he's at full health. I guess I'm going to have to get him a couple of levels to start getting the neutralizing his negative replenishment rate. Alright, definitely have some income coming in, which is good. And got this going on. Don't have any trade partners, so I don't see the advantage of increasing this at all. Alright, so I think I'm going to go over here and take over Ash Ridge Mountains.
Must stay in control.
And at this point, I think it might be worth our while to down the elixir. I mean, they are getting really expensive, so I'm thinking once I get the replenishment side taken care of, this won't be, I won't have to do this hardly at all. But I guess we'll have to see. Just kind of expecting this to go up a little, if not completely. So alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink the elixir. I'll get my replenishment rate. We're going to Yeah, that was
Death Master Snitch.
jerky Skaven. So, yeah, I think we're going to come around here, take this over, which I'm pretty confident is Skaven Stronghold at this point, and then we're just going to steamroll into Snitch. Take that out because the corruption problem is going to just get worse and worse. I don't feel like dealing with that. Alright, so let's end this turn up. Actually, is there anything here we want to do? We could get a hero, which wouldn't be the worst thing. And Malekith is about to die, so might not be a bad idea. If we do this, we can get some magic into our army. And we are going to take a sorceress. Oh, it's just shadows. That's good. It just gives you whatever whatever it likes. You don't even get to pick. That's interesting. Okay, so I am going to drop... I'll drop one of these guys.
Tyrant of the Hag.
And then get that sorceress in. Next turn, apparently. But she starts at level 2, which is good. Definitely get that. Get the Phenomenal Pendulum, the Withering, which are good. Pit of Shades, one of my all-time favorite spells. So, yeah, not a bad dice roll there. So she'll join this army next turn, and then we'll go over and investigate Ash Ridge Mountains. So I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate all the watches that I get, and look forward to continuing our series next time, where we will start to engage Lord Snitch. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day. This is PidTMS signing out.